netizens, hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. If you're joining us for the first time, a special welcome to you. Now don't forget to subscribe so that you can get current news updates and notifications. If you're already a subscriber, a special welcome back. Now on today's episode, Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, says Nigeria does not have the institutional capacity for state policing. The creation of state police have been on the front burner for years now, with many governors advocating for its implementation to enhance security within the state. Now, last year, Uba Sani, the governor of Kaduna, announced that all 36 state governments had submitted their reports backing the creation of state police. He said state policing would serve as a crucial step towards improving security across the country. Speaking during a media chat on Sunday, Wike said the adoption of state or community policing would birth autocratic governors in several states. Now, this issue of state policing is one that has been lingering for years, and it has been one that has been quite current in this past few months, with many state governors asking the executive arm of government for state police so as to be able to protect the rights of the people, so as to be able to defend the people, so as to be able to at least stay with the people and ensure the protection of lives and properties. But the problem with issuing this is that the states can become autocratic and can actually use this police force against the people they have sworn to protect. Even on the larger scale, where we have the police for the Federal Capital Territory, most times we see that this police extorts the people. These police do not actually defend the people. Sometimes they are brutal, sometimes they harass people, and sometimes even the governors and the ministers of the FCT use this police against the people. So this is the fear of many people that are against this policy of state policing, that if indeed the states are given police, the governors are going to use this power to oppress the people and use the police force for their own personal gain. They are going to use them to disrupt elections, and they're going to use them to oppress the people. It's something that Wike came against and said, no, state policing is actually a bad idea. According to Wike, he said, in Nigeria, what system do we run? Is Abuja different from Nigeria when you talk about the police? People have been recommending community policing and state police. Knowing where we are and where we are from, if you allow that, so many people would not come out of their houses. So I said, let's try it first and see how it works. But so many people said there is no need to try, that we have seen that if they allow state policing today, nobody would oppose any state governor. It is either you would die for murder or for armed robbery. Our institutions are not such that are independent. Now, the former governor said his previous support for state police does not necessarily mean it is still the right decision today. The mere fact that I supported state police when I was governor, if I was wrong, I was wrong. If I was right, I was right, he said. What we are saying is that our institutions are not strong to be independent of manipulation by the system. During his first term as governor, Wike assented to a bill establishing the neighborhood safety corps. Some of the functions of the corps included that the detection of crimes, arrest of offenders with or without a warrant, and bearing arms in the performance of their duties, amongst others. So netizens now are saying that it is selfishness that is making Wike say what he's saying. That when he was governor, he advocated that, every state should have a police force, at least an autonomous police force that can stand on their own irrespective of the federal government. And people turned him down and it wasn't made a law. Now he's FCT minister and he's saying, I don't support it again. So people come and talk, say, it's selfishness. That he actually agreed to it back then because it might favor him. Now he doesn't want to agree to it because Abuja have their own police force. He may or may not need them. So he came out to say, no, it's not so. That back then, the reason he gave is different from the reason he's giving now. Say people, they change mouths now. It's normal. And that the fact that he said it then does not even mean it's right then. Say people, they grow. You don't grow now. You don't say, okay, oh, the policy might not actually be policying. The policy might not be right for Nigerians. Now make and they talk now, they change mouth. But oh well, waiting Nigerians won't talk, may they talk. Waiting Nigerians won't believe, may they believe. But from my own standpoint, na neutral standpoint they stand from. This netizen said, does this man Wike sleep at all? Politics every time. Now wow. And waiting this netizen they talk. If politician no talk about politics, waiting go talk about akara business. Another netizen said, can you see the kind of leaders we have in Nigeria? They talk before thinking. Worst is they are not even apologetic over their mistakes. If a state governor could misuse the police, it means the president is a product of the presidency. In a good democracy, federal police do have their reserve in the state. Court also puts check on both. This could be both federal and states. Therefore, whether the police should be from the states or from the federal government, all are aimed towards the protection of people's rights. This netizen said, either there's state police or not, you are offline politically in Rivers State. You have dug the hole by yourself and you have entered it, Wike. Were you not once an advocate of state police? And is it not because you are no more governor and because you are afraid that if Fubara gets this state police, he would use it against you? Think twice before you talk. Another netizen say, this one is hypocrisy. Because you've left there, now you are closing the door and burning the bridge. Another netizen said, if you were still the governor, Wike, you would have been the first person to support state police, so you could use it against your opponent. Another netizen said, Wike is afraid of state police because he's no longer a governor and he can't be in control. He's also afraid that Fubara may use the police to victimize him or stop his excesses in Rivers State. Another netizen say, this is hypocrisy, and Wike is just lying. Just as the heavens are far from the earth, so is the truth far from Wike. This one don't quote scripture on top Wike head. He said, this is the most selfish policy or policy maker I have ever seen. Wike, just rest already. Because you're afraid they'll mismanage it and use it against you. That is why you're actually coming out against it now. Wike, remember that in everything you do, God is watching you. Why do you think Wike is against state police? Do you think his actions are valid? This time around, normally, me I go talk say state police issue, governors fit misuse them. So I not to like the idea. But for Wike to come now talk say he no want again, if he get why he talk him, it could be neutral, it could be selfish. What do you think about this? Drop it in the comment section. Let's hear your opinion. And if you're yet to subscribe, how are you supposed to get more updates on this issue? Now hit the subscription button so you can get current notifications.